Hi. Now we are going to discuss about force. In the previous video, we have discussed about force qualitatively. So, what is a force actually? And what is the effect of the force on a body when we apply force on a body? Okay. So, in this video, we try to define it in mathematical or quantitative manner. That is, if we apply some force of, let's say, 20 units, and what is the change that will be seen on an object which is weighing around 2 kgs. Okay, some kind of similar situations we try to analyze with the help of these definitions. Okay, so the force mathematically can be termed as mass into acceleration. That is the product of the mass of object on which the force is being applied with the acceleration of the object. Let us say there is a table in my room, or there is a box in my room which a person is pushing in this direction, and the mass of the object is m, and while the person is pushing, the mass of the block, it tends to move in this direction. Okay, so when this is moving in this direction, what immediately happens after the force is, when I apply force, the object starts moving from rest. That is, as we have discussed, the velocity of this object before applying the force will be equal to 0, because there is no displacement in time. Okay, when the time passes, the object is still resting there, so the velocity before the force applied is 0, but after some time, let's say after some period of time, while I start applying the force on this object, the velocity changes to some positive value, let's say A or B, some positive value, some number. Okay, so what happens is, when I try to push the object, or try to pull the object while it is in rest, after some time the object keeps moving with a particular speed, okay, in a particular direction. So then we can say the object is having a velocity of a meters per second. That is, the object will travel in the distance, in the direction, a distance of a meters for 1 second. Okay, so when you can observe one thing, that the displacement changed from, or the velocity changed from 0 to a meters per second, let's say in the time t. So the time taken for this change to happen be t. So the rate of change of the velocity, or the velocity change in this time period t, can be given as final velocity, which is a after time t, minus velocity before the time t by the total time t. Okay, so this is generally regarded in physics as acceleration. This is denoted by symbol A. This, don't get confused by the two A's here. This is a definition and symbol of the acceleration, and this is a constant which we have chosen. Okay, so let us for sake of convenience change the constant to b. So these values will change to b. So the acceleration can be given as b by t during this time period t. Okay. So what happens in this case is the velocity of the object is changing from 0 to some positive value b, and in meantime that is the object is having an acceleration. So when there is an acceleration, that is a change of velocity for the object, okay, then there comes the discussion of force on the object. So the quantitative force definition is given by the mass of the object into the acceleration. In this case is b by t. Okay, so this is the total amount of force that I acted or that I applied on the mass m to move it through a distance and accelerate it for time period t. Okay, so in this way we can find out the acceleration by the change of the velocity by the time taken to the change, and the acceleration we can calculate in any case, and the mass is, as we have defined, it is constant in normal or practical cases which we consider, which will be also given. So we can find out the value of force from mass into acceleration, which is called as force in physics. So that's it for now.